Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sly Cooper 2. I almost said 3 for a second. And there doesn't seem to be any audio. Okay, I was going to say, please tell me this recorded the audio. This is post-recorded, in case you're wondering. And we're going on to episode 8. I think it's something like Appetite for Destruction or something along those lines. I forgot the exact title. But this is a really interesting one, and from what I've seen, because I don't have audio while recording the actual footage, because my monitor doesn't have speakers. So, from what I saw, lots of shit goes down, and it's a relatively short episode because it's only 2 phases instead of 2 phases and a final heist. Because there's the recon stage, and then you build a plan, and then you have one stage, and then you have a second stage of building up for the final heist. Anatomy for Disaster. Wow, I was nowhere near Appetite for Destruction. Pretty sure that's a Guns N' Roses album, now that I'm thinking about it. Pretty sure.
There we were, east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress.
Yes, it is.
Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the Clokcwerk parts for their criminal schemes. And now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Damn. Sly Cooper and the gang in Anatomy for Disaster, not Appetite for Destruction, because this is no sweet child of mine. And that was some weird audio glitches. Anyway, so this is a rather interesting episode. Because I don't get all the upgrades, by the way. Sadly, I do not gain, what is that? I'm looking at 2 of them that are 4,000 a piece, or 4,000 together, 2,000 a piece. But that's a shit ton of money that I don't own. So I don't think I buy all the upgrades. But this is actually on a moving platform, not a map platform, but a moving airship, which is really interesting. And I wasn't really sure where I can and cannot go around here. Because there are a few ships off to the side that aren't they are visible, but you can interact with I think one of them, but I don't know about the other. And there were a few bottles in here that were really, really well hidden. I will give them props for that. Although, because I have to Google them, which was less than fortunate. Wow, that audio was delayed. Oh yeah, I dropped down here going, where do I go? I don't see any ladders or anything where to jump onto, except for this giant gear thing right here. And I was really, I think a parachute over there. But you notice all the bad guys are little birds that have mechanical stuff with them. The taller birds, the guys with the torches and whatnot, they actually have stilts and stuff like that. It's really cool. I think I was trying to find more bottles. I think this is just going to be a huge bottle hunt. Like I said, most of the bottles are pretty well hidden. There was one that I was really confused on how to get for the longest time, and I definitely needed to Google it because I was like, how the balls did I go up there? I can't jump up there. You'll see what I mean later, but turns out Bentley can just do it perfectly fine with his rocket pack, or jetpack, his jetpack. And what I found later is there's a particular mission that allows Sly to get it, and I was like, oh, well, now I feel stupid. Yeah, this world was rather different from the last few, actually, because most of the missions are separately oh, hey, Sly, you've got a mission that only you can do. There's a bottle up there, and I still have the electric spin on. Kind of prefer just electrifying the staff there's a bottle up on that flag post that I won't get until much later. Just wanted to point that out in case you're wondering. But what was going on with this? Yeah, most of the missions in the last few episodes, it's been like, okay, Sly, you do this, and then your job is done. Then we go back to the base and move on to Murray or Bentley. But this game, or this level, they did something rather different, and I kind of like it because it kind of is reminiscent to a Final Heist. Since there is no traditional Final Heist like there is in most of the episodes, you actually play as multiple different people in their missions, which is pretty cool in my opinion. You like start off as one character, then they'll be like, "Hey, I need your help," and it's like, "Okay, I'll come and help." And I don't know. I think it's really cool that they have that. There's a bottle over there, but I'm pretty sure there's a bottle on top of the giant air balloon. Air balloon, yeah. That the giant balloon right here. Just, you're supposed to climb up it, and I think I do later when I'm playing as Bentley. I think I was like trying to find loot. Trying to find as much money as I could because I wanted to get all the Sly's upgrades at the very least. There's no way I was gonna get like several thousand gold for all the upgrades. You probably have to like steal all the loot in every episode and whatnot, and run around and just rob everyone blind. A lot of work. I will definitely say that much, and apparently a lot of work that I didn't do. And I think I keep going up here because I saw the bottle in the corner, and then there's one on there. And I'm pretty sure this ended up being a horrible idea because everyone and their mother just came and attacked me. But I do have this spinning move, which was great. I can take out like large groups of people. However, there is quite a few. It costs like a lot of your special powers. I don't know if they've ever given it a name. Your stealth moves, the little orangey brown, orange brown bar, the top there under your health. It takes away a lot. It's pretty mana extensive. Mana, yeah. I'm pretty sure I just made Sly into a magic ruler because why the ball's not. Pretty sure I just broke something, but I'm breaking a lot of things. I know that, but I need that sweet gold. I'm pretty sure most of the loot in this area are all booby trapped, which is very unfortunate because I don't. It means I can't just like grab it and run around and participate and find bottles and whatnot. I mean, once I grab it, I have to fucking bail like that. And hopefully not get hit by that. Okay, good. Note to self, you can actually hit any of the spinning blades you see, and it will hurt badly. So you'll notice that I'll try, and I don't think I get hit by any of the blades, which is nice. I think because I go out of my way to be like, okay, don't get hit by this thing. And I forgot where my base was. And I was like, okay, I know it's around here somewhere. And it's actually right there. It's up higher. So I was like, okay, let's sell some shit. I didn't get a lot of items, but I did get enough for the Feral Pounce, which is the last Sly upgrade, I'm pretty sure. Second last, I should say, because there is the treasure in this room, or in this world. And this one's pretty cool. I'm not really sure the use of it all too much. I don't need the alarm clock. All it is a jump. That thing right there. A Feral Pounce. I don't think it uses any of your mana, which is nice. I'm gonna call it mana because I don't fucking know I don't know what else to call it. So I'll just call it mana. But it doesn't use any of it, and that is very nice. For some reason, even with the jetpack, he still dies, so I'm questioning that jetpack highly. So I assumed with the laser beams, there's obviously going to be a giant a bottle, not a giant bottle, but just a bottle in general. And I was wondering if I jumped on this hook, would the blades hit me? And the blades are actually a step higher. And I was like, where does this go? Oh, it just leads back that way. The way I came. Oh. That's not very fun. So, probably is like a way to escape people, you know. If you're running down the bridge, you can just jump on the hooks and run across over here. More bottles. I got a third way. I'm a third way there, at least, which is nice. I think the last 4 or so will give me a very hard time finding, because there are some really weird locations, and I messed up my my sneak grab there. It was like the easiest thing in the world, and I fucked it up. I was worried about this guy spotting me, so I thought, okay, let's just electrify my rod, which is, again, a really weird phrase to say, especially after playing that episode in Dishonored. Ugh, jeez, that one mission, the Golden Cat. Ugh, I don't want to ever say electrify my rod in that episode. Actually, no, you know what? If I don't know if I've recorded the audio for that yet, but I think if I do, I'm going to have to say electrify my rod. And wow, turned around just as I got into vision of her. Kind of annoying. Just annoying in general. And then a second big guy comes. Ugh, my luck. Got some quick draw though. Jesus. That's why I like the electrifying ability, because it's not only an insta kill, it doesn't require a lot of mana, so you can just rapidly kill people, and it's nice. I should probably not say that in case people think I'm a serial killer. I can just rapidly kill people without actually worrying. Yeah, it'd be a weird. It sounds like almost like an infomercial, which is like a really weird thought. If you ever wanted to kill people, well, now it's made easier with this new item. There is nothing up here. Good. There were quite a few bottles on this middle platform. From what I understand, this map is like devised of 3 different platforms. I don't know. There's nothing like really specific about each platform. From you're like, oh, this is the X platform and this is the Y platform. This one has a giant fan. I guess that's the middle platform's thing. And you can crawl under these little vents here, which is pretty cool. In case you're like walking up against some sort of guard with a light, because they do patrol this area. As seen right there. Thank you, dude. This guy was like perfect timing as well. And he has loot, I think. Yeah. That bud does look shiny, so. He is a medium-sized nugget. Lol. What? Making penis jokes and everything. Great. And a kid's game? How dare I? And I think we were back where we started, so. I did see the ladder, so there's a 3rd level. And this 3rd level has a really weird area that I kind of poop myself every time I have to go there. Because it has, on both sides, there are these giant rotating fans. Not really sure the elevation purposes or why it's a thing in general. But you'll see these giant fans right here, and they'll spin and rotate, and you have to walk across them in order to get to the other side. And it is very nerve-wracking when you have no idea what the balls you're doing, and you're like, I have to cross this? I have to do what now? I'm sorry, could you please explain? Why the balls would I do that? Oh yeah, you'll notice the other air balloon, hot air balloon, in the corner back there. I don't think you can get on that one, but it looks pretty close that you could probably interact with it. I'm not really sure. I didn't have the balls enough to jump over and commit suicide in order to figure that out. And I do like the bottles that are like symmetrical here. Nice 2 easy bottles. Let's see, anything else I have to mention before? Wait, if I go to this way, there's a bottle on this roof, and it is, you cannot jump up here, even though it looks like you totally can. And I tried using the parasol and everything. Parachute, or parasol, whatever. It's a parachute because a parasol is a completely different thing. But I'll need Bentley for this because he has a rocket pack, or jet pack, whichever you prefer, that you can just hover over there. And, or you could wait till a mission where there's a slide. But I think going with Bentley before that mission is better. Because I think it's after finding the vault. And I think I find all the bottles before finding the vault, even though I had to Google where the last few bottles are. They're pretty well hidden. I'll give them props. They can hide them bottles pretty well in this episode. And I think I was like, okay, I can't see any exit or ways to get up there, so I'll just come back for it later. And we just continue on our way. I think I attempt to get get on top of the fans in the next episode, because these things are nerve-wracking as fuck to deal with. Because they do twist and they do turn while you're on it. They don't like stop or freeze. So I was worried that I'd fall off, or just a lot of things could go wrong, and I was nervous.